It's raining today, so I'm out with the 90mm macro lens trying to capture rain droplets on brightly colored leaves. Rainy days are perfect to get out for some autumn photography because all of the colors look a little bit more vibrant and saturated when the leaves are wet. Because it's raining, I'm shooting this video on my phone because I didn't want to subject my proper video gear to the elements. I've armed myself with plastic shopping bags and the rain covers from my camera bags so that if it does start to pour down rain again, hopefully I can protect my gear and keep it from getting wet. So I have my camera on these iFootage little feedies. Well, that's what I call them. I actually don't know what the technical name for these are, but it comes with the monopod. Anyways, they're fantastic for what I'm doing today because I knew for macro photography of leaves on the ground, I was gonna have to get down really low. And so these feet are actually pretty perfect for that. Okay, so I have found a leaf that has water droplets on it. Now it's a little bit tricky here because I'm trying to balance the little feedies here on the log. So what I did for the shot was I actually ended up holding them down a little bit. And we'll see if my shutter speed was fast enough to not catch any movement. But I think the photo looked good overall. But what I'm doing is I'm manually focusing on the macro lens just to ensure that I can focus exactly where I want to. Because there are multiple water droplets on this leaf, I want to be able to pick and choose which droplets I focus on. And I find too, sometimes with autofocus, even if you have expandable flexible spot on it, it won't focus exactly where I want it to. So with manual focus, I don't have any of those problems. Composition really is up to you, obviously. But I like to put a water droplet on the third, and then you can also get the almost like veins of the leaf, which I feel really adds to the composition. You can make the veins look like a leading line into where the droplet is sitting, and I think it makes for a really cool shot. Alright, so I'm gonna just take a few more photos here. There's a couple really cool colored leaves here, and then I'm going to mosey on to the next spot and see if I can find some more. So there's a couple things that I wanted to point out. Number one, for macro photography, if you have a camera that has a flippy screen, that's super helpful, especially for what I'm doing today. You know, I'm out low to the ground. I'm not going to be able to get my eye to the viewfinder. So having this screen be able to flip up and so that I can see what I'm doing is super helpful. And then the second thing too is being able to double tap to zoom in. So when you're manually focusing and not being able to look through the viewfinder, I find it super hard to know for sure if I'm in focus, even with the peaking. So it's really hard to see what's in focus and what isn't, because my depth of field is really, really short, right? So I zoom in before I take the photo, make sure the peaking is right on the water droplet, and then take the photo, and it's tack sharp exactly where I want it every single time. You know how you're normally on single shooting mode? I like to put my camera on a 2-second timer so that I take the shot, let go so there's no movement, and then it takes the shot in 2 seconds. This is really good because you can see when I press the shutter, the camera moves a little bit. So because I have such a narrow depth of field, the camera moving, A, I don't want any motion blur, and B, I don't want my shot to go out of focus. This is a really great tool. It's just a 2-second timer and you get the shot that you're hoping for every single time. So that's where I'm going to end today's video. I think I'm going to grab a couple of my favorite leaves and then head into the studio inside and get some more fun macro shots of them without having to worry about protecting my gear from the rain. So I'll leave you with a few of those shots. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So something really cool just happened, and that is that the sun came out. And so when the sun comes out and you're shooting macro photography of water droplets on the leaves, the water just sparkles a little bit and it looks like diamonds on top of the leaves. It was super cool. I tried to act fast because it has been pouring down. It actually hailed at one point today, so I had no idea how long the sun was going to last for. And so right now it's just poking in and out of the clouds, so I might get a few more shots of the water droplets just sparkling, but I did get a couple, so I'm not going to try to be greedy. I'm just going to, you know, keep on taking my shots as is. But yeah, that was super cool because it was a little bit exciting, you know. I tried to act as quickly as I could and get the sparkling water droplet shots, which was really neat.